sets that I had as a kid. So first we'll go over the mini building sets that I had. These are the smaller ships that they made, not the ones that fit minifigures. And the first one we'll take a look at is this Imperial shuttle here. Now this Imperial shuttle is probably my favorite out of all the mini building sets because the wings here flip down and the nose flips down. So I'd say it has the most features out of all the mini building sets that I have here. And here's a boxed one. This is actually not the box from that set. This is another one sealed in the box. And that's how actually all of these sets are, except for the Cloud Car. So the next one we'll take a look at here is the Millennium Falcon mini building set. Now this one's really cool because it has the printed piece on the top here, and it has two printed pieces on the sides for the escape pods. Something that's really special about this set is I actually got this set the day that my brother was born. Obviously it was neither of these because those are all long gone since then, but I got two more. Once again, that's how all of these sets are. I don't have any of like the original sets that I had. But the Millennium Falcon box is the same sort of deal. In fact, I think it's probably even got the same ships on the back. Oh no! Slightly different ships. Now this next one is supposed to be the X-Wing and the TIE Advanced. I actually don't have the built TIE Advanced that I have here, but it's pretty simple. That's what it looks like, you know. I guess I technically do, I just don't have a built one. Actually, the only classic era full-size vehicle that I still have, the Bespin Cloud Car. This is pretty cool. I think this was the first full-size vehicle set that I got from the Lego Star Wars line when I was really young. I mean, it came out in 2002 or 3, so I had to have been like 2, 3, or 4. So take a look in here. Got the Lobot. Pretty cool. It's got the special Lobot printing on the back. And then there's a control panel on the inside of the cockpit of the Cloud Car. Classic Star Wars control panel print. Now, this is actually one that I don't have a sealed in the box version of, and I actually didn't even bring the box that this one came in with me, but I'll just post a picture of the box with it right here. Next here we have the Final Duel Part 2. Now this is definitely one of my very favorites out of all the classic sets that I still have, because first of all, you get a Stormtrooper, but second of all, you get a Luke with the green lightsaber with the chromed hilt! And you get this special arch piece here. I actually still have my original arch piece. Here's the box. Now notice it says Final Duel Part 2 because there was a Final Duel Part 1, which was Vader and the Emperor, and then there was Final Duel Part 2, this one here, and then you put them together and you have the Final Duel, where you can have Luke and Vader fighting. Pretty sweet. And then there's probably my favorite out of all the classic sets that I still have, Ewok Attack. This one is sweet because you A, get a classic Stormtrooper, and then B, you get a Scout Trooper with Speeder Bike. Super cool. I don't really care about the Ewoks because, Ewoks are kind of lame. But, it's really cool for the Scout Trooper. That's the main draw to this set for me. But something that is cool is you get these special printed wing pieces here. And then also the Ewoks have this little rock thing that they can drop like that. They use the fishing rods too as the supports for these wings. And it kind of just flies over like that. This piece is pretty helpful though with like animation, so it looks like there's nothing there. I mean, it still obviously looks like there's something there, but it's better than a non-transparent piece. It's a pretty cool box though. You got the speeder bike cruising by and the blaster bolts flying. It's pretty awesome. Let's see what's on the back here. Oh yeah, it shows you different ways that you can put the set together. I always thought that was interesting. Oh, and then it shows you can put it together with the AT-ST and Imperial Shuttle sets, and you're set. So something that's really cool about this Scout Trooper is that if you take the helmet off, he's got a yellow head with that goggles piece to to make it look like the helmet has that black piece inside. That is really cool to me. And that actually leads me perfectly into my next segment, which is comparing the old school Stormtroopers to the new Stormtroopers. So obviously the first difference is that the printing on the eyes on the new Stormtrooper over here is a lot bigger. So it looks like they have a lot bigger eyepieces and nose grill pieces as well. As you can see, it's a lot smaller on the classic Stormtrooper here. And they turn those blue things on the sides of the helmet to gray. Interesting. Something else to note is that there's a lot more printing on the pants. In fact, actually there's no printing at all on the classic Stormtrooper's pants. But there is on the new Stormtrooper. But the biggest comparison is what's underneath here. You take off the classic Stormtrooper's helmet, and it's a yellow head with no face printing. Huh. I always thought that was weird when I was a little kid, I remember. But you take off the new Stormtrooper's helmet, you got an angry face. It's a regular skin tone. The next classic versus modern LEGO Star Wars thing I want to talk about is R2's head. Now you notice R2's head here is most of the printing is on the very top. Now you see with R2's head here, most of the printing is actually on the top here. A lot of the headpiece doesn't have printing on it. But with the new R2 head, the whole piece is printed on, which you may think looks better, but I actually personally like the original one better because first of all it has this chrome on the top here, but also it's not interrupted by these little notch pieces. The printing isn't. So, I don't know. And this is also the definitive one that is in LEGO Star Wars The Games, which is the same situation with the classic Stormtroopers. These are the Stormtroopers that are in LEGO Star Wars The Game. So these are the definitive LEGO Stormtroopers, just like that is the definitive LEGO R2. And the last, and what I think is the most important comparison to make, is with the lightsaber hilts. The original LEGO Star Wars sets came with a chromed lightsaber hilt. Really cool. Looks like how it is in the movies, you know. Really cool. Looks like how it is in the movies, you know. But then LEGO got cheap, and they decided to do it in this gray matte tone. I do not know why. These looked so much better. And I remember when these matte gray ones came out, these became coveted to me. And I remember I specifically lost one of the ones that I had down the vent in my room. Story of any kid that played with Legos life.